is playing left field. Number 12, Jamison Krieger, catching. Pitching today will be Corbin Lee, number 1. And number 22, Cash Osterman, playing second base. Today's umpires are Derek Freeman and Corey Gershman. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please, as we honor America and those who protect our freedom with the playing of our national anthem.
Hello and welcome to today's game here at Pittsville home field, where the Pittsville Panthers will be playing the visiting Nekoosa Papermakers. The Papermakers are coached by John Russell, who has 36 years of coaching at some level in this sport. He's assisted by Jacob Sullivan. They feature a starting lineup that has with them 6 seniors, 2 juniors, and a sophomore. They'll be up to bat first. Leading off for the Papermakers today, it's going to be Sawyer Ostrom. Sawyer's the catcher. Number 4. Pittsville's being coached by Justin Rayburn. He's been here for 8 years overall, 7 as the head coach. Assisted by Lee Garrels, Dave Radaman, Jordan Rayburn, Casey Crone, Sam Schwanbeck, and Brett Radaman. Big line of assistant coaches for the Panthers. The pitcher today for Pittsville is a freshman. Corbin Lee is going to be the pitcher. The only freshman in the starting lineup for the Panthers. Kind of a nice day out here today, about 45 degrees. Nice and sunny, spring day. Good day for baseball. Beats yesterday. Okay, up to bat now is the catcher, Sawyer Ostrom, number 4. Sawyer, right-handed hitter. On deck, Nash Kirchmar, the center fielder. And the first pitch from Corbin Lee is fouled back behind us. Strike 1 on Sawyer Ostrom. Nice pitch in there for a strike. Makes the count no balls. 2 strikes on the batter. Throws that one just a little outside. Brings a ball in for Sawyer Ostrom. 1-2. The Panther outfield is set out there at medium depth for this batter. Fouls it back. Keeps the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Panther outfield's led out in center by Dawson Luther. Rayson Schooley is playing out in right. And Darren Luther is the left fielder. Pitch a little high, levels out the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. After Nash Kramer or Kirchmeyer's up to bat, the third batter this inning is going to be Owen Hugestiger. Sawyer pops it out, shortstop's over there, makes the grab. Ben Friday's the shortstop today, makes a nice catch there right on the line. 1 down for the Papermakers. Nash Kirchmeyer's now the batter. Center fielder, another right-handed hitter. Kirchmeyer's a senior. And the first pitch in there is a strike from Lee. Nice grab out there by the pitcher. Kind of caught him on a fister. Bounced off the fist, almost drops in, but good play by Lee for the second out. 2 down, Owen Hugestiger's now the batter, number 3. Hugestiger's the shortstop. And a sophomore. For the Papermakers, he is the only sophomore in their starting lineup, which features, as I said, 6 seniors and 2 juniors. And he starts it off with a ball. Pitch was outside, but he takes a swing at it. Levels out the count at 1 ball, 1 strike for Nash Kirchmeyer. That pitch is fouled off down the left field line, back out of play. Makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jason Krieger's the catcher for the Panthers in his 4th year as a catcher. That pitch is a little low, levels out the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch is outside. It's going to make it a full count. Full count on the batter here with 1 down here in the first inning. Kirchmeyer steadies in, looking at the pitcher. Hits that one a high fly ball out to left field. Darren Luther's camped under it, makes the catch. Yep.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Okay, here we go. Bottom of the first inning for the Panthers. Logan Zickert, the designated hitter, is going to be the first batter. Zickert normally is the pitcher for the Panthers, taking the night off. Panthers have kind of a busy schedule this week. They played last week Thursday, Friday, a doubleheader on Saturday. They played tonight, Thursday and Friday, so it's a very busy first couple weeks outdoors for the Panthers. So far, their record on the year is 3-1. They beat conference foe Pacelli in a great game Thursday night in the cold. In 10 innings, game came to an end when Dawson Luther hit a base hit with runners on second and third, and the Panthers pulled out a 5-3 win. The next night, they traveled to Royal, won that game, and then Saturday they were down south by the state line where they split a pair, losing to Belmont 6-4 and beating Darlington 6-3. So their record on the year is 3-1. And up to bat for them now will be the designated hitter, left-hander Logan Zickert. Zickert was a first-team All-Conference last year. The left-hander's a 4-year starter for the Panthers. First pitch, a little high and outside, ball one. That pitch is in there for a strike, levels out the count 1-1. Ball there bounces, nice play by the catcher to pull that up. Brings count 2-1 for Zickert. Dawson Luther's on deck. As I said, Zickert today is playing designated hitter, batting for Rayson Schooley, the right fielder. Zickert fouls that one off, makes the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zickert hits it up to the shortstop. He bobbles it. They got him. Nice play by that shortstop to recover. Makes a very nice throw to first. Gets the out for the first out of the inning. Next up to bat, number 2 for the Panthers, the center fielder, Dawson Luther. Another left-handed hitter. And Luther looks at a fastball down the middle, strike one. Nice play there, second to first. First makes a nice scoop of that ball. 2 down. The pitcher for the Papermakers today is Dylan Beering. Beering is a senior and probably the ace of the Nekoosa staff. So they're putting out a good pitcher here against the Panther batters. Now up the third batter, shortstop Ben Friday. Nice catch there at first base on a line drive. That is going to retire the Panthers. 3 down. Going to take us into the second inning where the score after 1 inning of play is Nekoosa 0, Pittsville 0.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Hey, the Chastain Holesley Insurance Agency here in Pittsville is your full-service agency offering auto, home, business, farm, and life insurance from a variety of companies that includes Progressive. Whenever you need protection, let them provide you with a free quote. Good luck, Panthers, from the Chastain Holesley Insurance Agency, serving all of central Wisconsin with offices in Pittsville and Loyal. Here in the second inning, leading it off for the Papermakers, it's going to be Joseph Bertling. Bertling's a senior. He's the first baseman, made a nice catch there to retire the Panthers in the first. Right-handed hitter, the number 4 batter, here in the second. Bertling fouls the first pitch off the screen. Corbin Lee looks pretty posed for a freshman there on the mound against Nekoosa. Bertling fouls off the second pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. Bertling hits that one to right field. Rayson Schooley hustled over. Couldn't come up with it. Gonna fall in foul territory. Joe's gonna have to come back and bat again. Count is no balls and 2 strikes on Bertling. And Lee throws that pitch just a bit inside for ball 1. Dylan Beering, the pitcher, is going to be the on-deck batter, right-handed hitter. That one's a little outside, levels up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Inside pitch is going to be a full count for the Panther infield. They have Grant Radaman at third. Foul ball, keeps the count full. Ben Friday's the shortstop. Cash Osterman playing at second. And Brody Withers is the first baseman for the Panthers. That pitch is inside and it's going to draw a walk. Puts the first base runner of the game on base. The Papermakers pick up the first base runner. Dylan Beering, the pitcher, is now batting. Right-handed hitter. Ball inside. On deck is Eli Anderson, the second baseman, another right-handed hitter. 1 ball, no strikes. High pitch, makes the count 2 balls and no strikes. Oh, that's going to make the count 3-0. The number 5 hitter, Dylan Beering, probably has the take sign on here. Inside pitch, going to put runners now on first and second for the Papermakers. No outs. Eli Anderson, the second baseman, is now the batter. Going to be a little conference on the mound there after that 4-pitch walk. Hey, food and fun are featured at Horsin' Around in downtown Pittsville. Stop in daily for food specials like $2 burgers on Tuesday and their Friday fish fry. There's great food and fun at Horsin' Around in downtown Pittsville. Check them out on Facebook. Pittsville Farm and Home Center has everything you need, from hydraulic hoses to red roses. They make custom hydraulic hoses and have a fresh flower shop and a gardening center. They are your Milwaukee tool dealer, Pittsville Farm and Home Center. Eli Anderson's now the batter. The second baseman's the right-handed hitter. Runners on first and second with no outs for the Papermakers. Down the middle for Corbin Lee. Records a strike, gets ahead of the batter. Ooh, hits that one right down the line. That's going to score 1 run. It's going to be a play at third. The runner's out at third, but a run does score. Bertling comes in to score from second, but Beering is thrown out on a nice throw from Darren Luther to the third baseman. Gets the first out. And it's a base hit for Eli Anderson. The next batter, Braden Lochner. Base hit down the left field line. Lochner's hit is going to put runners on first and second. Still, only 1 out for the Papermakers. And Justin Thielen, the right fielder, is now the batter. Pitch is thrown for a strike. Runner takes a lead off a second. Curveball in there for a strike. Makes it 0-2. Nice pitch by the freshman. Runners first and second for the Papermakers. 1 down. Late swing by the batter, just gets a piece of it, stays alive. Count remains, no balls and 2 strikes. Matt Winters, the third baseman's the on-deck hitter. Nice pitch down the middle, swing and a miss, gets the out. 2 down for the Papermakers. And Matt Winters is the batter with 2 outs. Number 9 hitter, Matt Winters. Nice hit to left field. Good grab. Oh, he drops it out there. That's going to bring in 1 run. Matt Winters is going to reach second base on an error on the left fielder. Does score another run for the Papermakers, second run of the inning. And it's going to put runners on second and third. The leadoff hitter, catcher, Sawyer Ostrom's the batter. Sawyer flied out to the shortstop last time up. Nice strike on the outside corner. Sawyer's a senior, second baseman. Nice hit for Sawyer to left field over the shortstop's head. That's going to score 1 run. Base hit with 2 outs. Brings in the 3rd run of the inning for the Papermakers. Going to put runners on the corners for Nash Kirchmar. Kirchmar, the center fielder. 2 outs in the inning. Pitched a little inside, ball 1 on Kirchmar. Ooh. Batter missed that one, and it rolled away from the catcher, but not far enough for Ostrom to make it to second. Going to make the count 1-1. 2-1. Pops it up out of play. That's going to be the second strike. Today's game is being played under nice sunny skies. That sun is warm. The runner took off from first, but foul ball. Keeps the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 down. Runner on first taking a pretty nice lead. Runner on third staying a little close to the bag. There goes the runner from first. Throws down to third. And the runner steals second base successfully. Stolen base by Sawyer Ostrom is going to put runners on second and third. Kurtzmeyer with a base hit could score 2. Swing there, fouls it off down the line. Going to keep the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch is going to make it a full count. First base is open. Runners on second and third. And Owen Hugestiger's the on-deck batter, the shortstop. That pitch is inside. That's going to load him up. Bases are loaded. It's going to bring up the 9th batter of the inning. The number 3 hitter in the lineup, Owen Hugestiger. Hugestiger flied out to left field his first time up. Pitch catches the outside corner, strike 1. Corbin Lee looks in at the catcher with a strike on the batter. Next pitch a little outside, levels up the count, 1-1. Pitch is just a little inside, makes it 2 balls and a strike. That pitch is in there. It's going to level the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes for Hugestiger. The sophomore shortstop for the Papermakers, trying to drive in a few runs here. Fouls it to the backstop. Keeps the count at 2-2. Bases are loaded with Papermakers. There's no place to put Hugestiger. That ball bounces in front of the plate. Catcher makes a nice retrieve, but it's going to make a full count. The runners are going to be off on the pitch here with 2 down and a full count on the batter. Base hit up the middle could score the runner from first. Base hit to left field. With the runners moving, that's going to bring in 2 runs. Winters scores from third, and Ostrom comes in from second as he was running on the pitch. Kurtzmeyer ends up at second, and Hugestiger with that base hit is at first. Bertling's now the batter, the first baseman. Bertling led the inning off with a walk. Came all the way around to score. The first run for the Papermakers in this inning. He fouls that one back, runs the count to 1 ball and 1 strike here in the second. Bertling's a senior for the Papermakers, one of their many seniors in their lineup. And that pitch, a little outside. 2 balls and a strike to the first baseman. Pops it up to the shortstop. He's camped under it, makes the grab to retire the side. For the Papermakers here in the top of the second inning. They scored 5 runs on 4 hits. And after an inning and a half, Papermakers 5, Panthers 0.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Hi, I'm Big Clarence, and I'm so terrific that Mall Furniture decided to name their latest and greatest sale after me, Big Clarence.
Sorry, Clarence, apparently you misunderstood. It's Mall Furniture's clearance sale. And right now the savings are phenomenal on all the top quality furniture at
Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
That's Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
Clarence!
That's clearance, Clarence.
Here we go for the Panthers here in the second. Grant Radaman, the third baseman, is going to be leading it off for Pittsville. Radaman will be followed by the left fielder, Darren Luther, and then by the first baseman, Brody Withers. Papermakers had a very good top of the inning where they tallied in 5 runs. Radaman's a sophomore, right-handed hitter. Number 4 hitter in the Panther lineup. And he hits a base hit between short and third. First hit of the game for the Panthers. Going to put a runner on first base for Darren Luther. The junior's playing left field today for the Panthers. Left-handed batter. Bounces that pitch up there, ball 1. Nice pitch down the middle. That's going to level the count out at a ball and a strike. Dylan Beering, the pitcher for the Papermakers. Throws that one a little outside, makes it 2 balls and a strike. Fouls that one down the first base line. Levels the count out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Papermakers have an abundance of pitchers this year in their lineup. Many of them that they can put out there on the mound. That pitch a little inside. It's going to make it a full count. Radaman at first. Is he going to take off on this pitch? Full count to Luther. Outside pitch, it's going to put Luther on base. Panthers have a good start to their inning here in the bottom of the second. They have runners on first and second with no outs. The first baseman, Brody Withers, is now the batter. A junior for the Panthers. Fouls that one off. Grant Radaman at second, trying to get a little bit of a lead here, but The second baseman for the Papermakers, Eli Anderson, is doing a good job keeping him on base. Pitch is outside. Levels the count at a ball and a strike to Withers. Nice pitch down the middle. Makes it a ball and 2 strikes. Good pitch by Beering there. And another one. Withers takes a swing and a miss. That strikeout's the first out for the Panthers here in the second. Going to bring up the catcher, Jamison Krieger, number 12. As I said, Krieger's a 4-year starter at catcher for Pittsville. He fouls back the first pitch. Strike 1. Much better day to be here sitting for a ball game than yesterday would have been. That pitch is just a bit outside, levels out the count at a ball and a strike. Radaman at second's taking a nice lead out there. Hits that one foul down the third baseline. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Withers, to Krieger, excuse me. Runners take their lead. Pitch down the middle, fouled straight back behind us. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes to Krieger. Pitcher looks down to the plate. Outside, ball gets away from the catcher. Both runners advance. That wild pitch is going to now put runners on second and third with 1 out. And the count levels up for Krieger at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch is outside, going to make it a full count. 1 out for the Panthers. Batter stays alive, keeps the count full. That was a nice pitch by Beering there that Krieger managed to foul back. Stays alive, falls off another one. The on-deck batter is the pitcher for the Panthers, Corbin Lee, the freshman. Krieger's staying alive. He's fouled back numerous pitches here. That's another foul. Beering keeps trying to throw that fastball past him, but Krieger keeps getting a piece of it. And inside pitch. Krieger, after a long at-bat, draws a walk. That is going to load the bases up for the Panthers with 1 out. And the pitcher, Corbin Lee's the batter. The number 8 hitter in the Panther lineup. Ooh! Inside pitch hits Lee. That is going to give Corbin Lee a hard-earned RBI. It's going to bring in Grant Radaman from third, giving the Panthers their first run. Bases are going to remain loaded with one down, and Cash Osterman, the second baseman, is the batter. A junior wearing number 22 today. Dylan Beering has to get ready for this batter. First pitch is a little outside for a ball. That pitch by Beering is across the plate, levels out the count at 1-1. Osterman's a transfer student to Pittsville this year from the Marshfield area. Filling in very nicely here for the Panthers at second base. That pitch makes it 2 balls and a strike. High for ball 3. There's no place to put Osterman. Bases are loaded with Panthers. Pittsville has a run on only 1 hit. That one is high and behind the batter. Bases loaded walk for Osterman. That is going to drive in Dylan Luther from third. The bases are going to remain loaded, and the designated hitter, the number 1 hitter in the Panther lineup, Logan Zickert's up to bat. Zickert grounded out to the shortstop first time up. And the first pitch is outside. Little bit inside. It's going to make it 2 balls. That pitch catches the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Zickert. Ground ball to the shortstop. Takes the second for the force out. Brings in a run. Krieger comes in to score from third. Corbin Lee moves over to third. Osterman is forced out at second for the second out of the inning. And Logan Zickert is going to reach on the fielder's choice. Runners on the corners, and Dawson Luther, the number 2 hitter, up to bat. Luther has been a very powerful hitter for the Panthers in his first 2 years of playing. Now a junior. There's a line shot. Nice catch out there by the left fielder. Gonna retire the side. Good grab on that line shot. And the Panthers here in the second inning come up with 3 runs on only 1 hit. There were 3 walks and a hit batter, and takes us into inning number 3.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Hey, here we go, top of the third inning. In the third, leading it off for the Papermakers, going to be the pitcher, Dylan Beering. Beering will be followed by the second baseman, Eli Anderson, and then the left fielder, Braden Lochner. After two, the Papermakers are holding on to a 5-3 lead. Nekoosa has 5 hits in the first 2 innings. The Panthers only have 1. Papermakers have had a little bit of control problems here in the first 2 innings. And up to bat now is the right-hander, Dylan Beering. And a swing and a miss. Corbin Lee throws it past him. Strike 1 on the batter. Papermakers last inning sent 10 batters to the plate. Beering hits a ground ball to the shortstop. Friday up with it. Nice throw to first. Withers grabs it. 1 down. With 1 out, Eli Anderson, the second baseman, junior, now up to bat. Anderson last time up took a double to left field. First pitch is the ball. Next one catches the inside corner, levels out the count at a ball and a strike. Corbin Lee looks it in. Just a little high, but Anderson can't hold off, and it's a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Anderson. And that one's across. It's a swing and a miss. Strikeout for Corbin Lee. 2 outs. For Lee, that's his second strikeout of the game. And the batter now, Braden Lochner, the left fielder. Lochner, last time up, hit a single to center field. The seniors, the number 7 batter here in the Papermaker lineup, and ball bounces out to short. Over to first, gets the out. Nice play by the shortstop to retire the side. Friday with a good strong arm, gets the out. Papermakers 1-2-3 in the top of the third.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Hey, Gardner Trucking, Badger State Food Processing, and Gardner Cold Storage is proud to be a part of the Pittsville community. Their team of employees work hard every day to get the job done, just like the Pittsville Panthers. Good luck, Panthers, from Gardner Trucking, Badger State Food Processing, and Gardner Cold Storage of Pittsville. Here in the third, Ben Friday, the shortstop, will be the first batter. Friday is a senior, batting third in the lineup. Grant Radaman, the cleanup hitter, will be fourth, and then Darren Luther. Friday, left-handed hitter. Last time up to bat, he flew out to the first baseman. There it is, ground ball to second, little bobble. Plenty of time, picks it up, makes a nice throw and gets the out. One out for the Panthers. Grant Radaman, the sophomore, is now batting. Radaman had a base hit last inning to lead off the second. Came all the way around to score. And that first pitch is a little outside. Ball one. That outside pitch is going to make it a ball two. 2 balls and no strikes on Radaman. That ball's high. It's going to give us 3 balls and no strikes. Radaman, the sophomore, is probably going to be watching this pitch all the way. And inside, Radaman draws a 4-pitch walk. Going to put a runner on first with 1 down. The left fielder, Darren Luther, is now going to be our batter. The junior drew a walk last inning. He too came all the way around to score. Second run for the Panthers in that inning. First pitch is high and outside, ball one. There's a strike for Dylan Beering. Pitcher has a little bit of control problems, but threw that one down the middle. Levels up the count at 1-1. Pop up to the shortstop. Nice grab out there. 2 down. With 2 outs, that's going to bring the first baseman, Brody Withers, up to bat. Brody went down swinging last inning. Panthers have a runner on first with 2 outs. Runners going. Nice throw by the catcher. They got him. Nice play there. Nice tag by the second baseman. Eli Anderson did a nice job coming up with that ball and putting the tag down. Retires the side for the Panthers. Here in the bottom of the third, the Panthers 3 up, 3 down.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfein Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Hey, here we go into the third. The Panthers have a pitching change. C&D Auto Body and Repair Sales is your complete auto body repair here in Pittsville. Actually, Arpin. They provide free estimates and guarantee complete satisfaction. They'll work with your insurance company and make it easy for you to do windshield glass installation too. Contact Chad and Dan at C&D Auto today on County Trunk E in Arpin. Panthers have a pitching change. Brody Withers has moved in to do the pitching. And Justin Thielen, the right fielder, is the batter. Withers moves from first on over. The left fielder, Darren Luther, comes on over to cover first. And the count is 2 balls and a strike to Thielen. Thielen struck out last time he was up to bat. Withers is just one of many pitchers the Panthers have in their arsenal. Head coach Justin Rayburn feels confident they can throw 7 different pitchers out there. 3 of them were all conference performers last year. That strike levels it out as a full count. Thielen hits a line shot, but right at the second baseman. Second baseman makes a nice catch. 1 down. And Matt Winters, the third baseman's up to bat. Matt hit a nice line drive out to left field. Got to second base on the play. And that first pitch catches the corner, strike 1. My mistake, that first pitch must have been a little outside. The count's now 1-1. Winters is a junior. Good eye on that outside pitch. Makes it 2 balls and a strike. Pitch a little inside. Makes it 3-1 on the batter. 1 down for the Papermakers here in the 4th. They're holding on to a 5-3 lead. Winters, ground ball, nice scoop out there at third. Good throw over to first. 2 outs. Grant Radaman, third baseman there, made a nice play on it. Winters is out for the second out. 2 down, and the leadoff hitter, Sawyer Ostrom's the batter. Sawyer flied out to short, his first time up to bat. Drew a walk his second, came around to score. Good eye, makes the count 2 balls and no strikes to Sawyer. The senior is the catcher for the Papermakers. That outside pitch makes it 3-0. With 2 outs and nobody on. That's an outside pitch. Sawyer draws a 4-pitch walk for the Papermakers. Nekoosa has a runner on first base with 2 outs. Nash Kirchmeyer, the center fielder, is the batter. Kirchmeyer popped out to the pitcher his first time up. Drew a walk his second. Starts it off with a ball outside. Ostrom's taking a pretty nice lead there at first. Withers makes a throw over there. Nice stop by Luther. Keep it from going anywhere. Runner's going. Pitch is a little outside. Nice steal there. Ostrom, that's his second stolen base of the game. Inside pitch. Nekoosa now has a runner in scoring position with 2 down. Outside pitch is going to give a walk to Kirchmeier. Ostrom on the wild pitch, though, is going to move up to third. That's going to put runners on first and third with 2 down, and there's going to be a conference at the mound. Hey, Tabby's Blue Bayou here in Pittsville backs the Panthers. Stop in for some appetizers and a cold beverage after the game or anytime. Pizza, pretzels, nachos, and any other snack awaits you at Tabby's Blue Bayou in Pittsville, or order for delivery with DoorDash. Conference on the mound breaks up. Coach Justin Rayburn walks back to the dugout. Clouded up a little bit here, and definitely the temperature drops. First pitch is a strike. Throw it on to third, the runner's safe. Kirchmeier there at first taking a nice lead. He might be going to second. Hit and run by the Papermakers. Pop out to third. Wynn played tricks with it, but Radaman pulls it in for the third out. And after 3.5 innings, Nekoosa still hangs on to a 5-3 lead. Coming up to the bottom of the fourth.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Hey, Bucks and Berries Cafe in Babcock is the place to go for signature pies and homemade food. Check out their daily specials and the Friday fish fry. It's a cozy, family, fun atmosphere at Bucks and Berries Cafe. Open 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week on Highway 80 in Babcock, Wisconsin. Look for them on Facebook. Here in the bottom of the fourth, for the Panthers, Brody Withers is going to be leading it off. The first baseman turned pitcher. Struck out his first time up. New pitcher for the Papermakers. Number 16, Eli Anderson, the second baseman, has become the pitcher. And Brody Withers is up to bat. Panthers are down by 2 here in the bottom of the fourth. And Eli Anderson starts it off with a ball. First pitch. Matthew Winters has moved over from third base to second base. And the former pitcher, Dylan Beering, has now moved over. He's playing third. Eli Anderson has a count of 2 balls and a strike. And ball's hit right back to the pitcher. Nice field, nice throw. 1 out. Brody Anderson is out. Pitcher to first base. 1 down. Jameson Krieger, the catcher, is now the batter. Krieger drew a walk his last time up. Came around to score the final of the Panthers' 3 runs. Yeah, his last at bat, he must have fouled off 6 or 7 pitches to draw that walk. Anderson starts him off with a strike this time. Fly ball to left field. Left fielder's under it. Nice grab out there. 2 down. Solid connection, but nice play out there in left field. 2 outs for the Panthers, and Corbin Lee started the game as a pitcher. He's up to bat. Anderson throws a fastball a little outside, ball 1. Anderson doesn't waste any time here on the mound. He gets up there and throws the next one. Again, a little outside. Lee has a count of 2 balls and no strikes. That pitch is outside. 3 balls. Corbin Lee, last time to bat, was hit by a pitch. Managed to advance all the way to third before he got stranded there. That pitch catches the corner, makes it 3 balls and a strike. Lee pops it up high into the air. Second baseman camps under it, makes the catch, retires aside for the Panthers here in the bottom of the 4th. 3 up, 3 down. Takes us into inning number 5.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Hey, Martin Motors, my repairman here in Pittsville, supports the Panthers and the Pittsville community. They provide complete auto repair. Local transportation is available from them on request. Call Lance or Amber at Martin Motors in Pittsville today to keep your ride running smoothly. We get a little bit of a delay here as a Pittsville fundraiser's going on. Ben Zwislin at Century 21 Gold Key Realty is your local hometown realtor serving the greater Pittsville area. Contact Ben today, for a free consultation. Ben Zwislin and Century 21 Gold Key Realty says, "Go Panthers!" And Lake Dexter Drive-In is a favorite summertime stop. After a ball game or on your way to your favorite fishing hole, stop in for a bite to eat. Burgers, brats, fish fries, and more. All your favorite treats. Lake Dexter Drive-In will be opening soon, which I like. Opening Memorial Day to Labor Day on Highway 80 and on Facebook. Here in the 5th, for the Panthers, Withers will again be pitching. And for the Papermakers here in the 5th inning, it's going to be the number 4 hitter, Joel Bertling, as the batter, followed by Dylan Beering and then Eli Anderson. And Brody Withers is still on the mound for the Panthers here in the top of inning number 5. Going without his sweatshirt, it's getting a little chilly out here. Game time at the start was about 42 degrees. And even though it says it hasn't dropped, it feels it. Once that sun goes behind the clouds, it gets cold.
The wind's picked up, too.
Leading it off for the Papermakers, Joe Bertling. Bertling drew a walk his first time up. Second time up, he grounded out to the shortstop. 0 for 1 on the day. And the pitch from Withers gets in there for a strike, levels out the count at a ball and a strike. That one bounces in there, ball 2. Following Bertling is going to be Dylan Beering and then Eli Anderson. Pitch is high, ball 3. Beering started the game as the pitcher for the Papermakers, relieved by Anderson. And Withers throws it in there, a little outside, ball 4. Here in the 5th, Joel Bertling starts off the inning with a walk. Runner on first and no outs. And Dylan Beering's the batter. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Beering also drew a walk his first time at bat. Pitch is outside, ball 2. Count right now is 2 balls and a strike. Batter on first, taking a little lead there. Ball bounces up to home. Nice stop by the catcher. 3 balls and a strike. Panther infield set at double play depth here. Fouls it back. Full count on the batter. As I said, Beering drew a walk first time up, second time up, popped out to short. And hit out to center. Nice catch out there by Luther. Good running grab for the first out of the inning. 1 down. And the Papermaker current pitcher, Eli Anderson's now the batter. Anderson hit a double his first time up. Struck out second time. First pitch is a ball. Nice stop by the catcher. Bertling's taking a small lead at first. Nice pitch on the corner. 2 balls and a strike. 1 ball and a strike. Throws that pitch in the same spot. Strike 2. Eli Anderson's a junior here for the Papermakers. Right-handed batter. Nice pitch there. Gets the swing. Batter couldn't hold off on that one. 2 down. And Braden Lochner is now the batter. The left fielder. 1 for 2 on the day. First inning, he had a base hit. First time up, he had a base hit. Then in the third, he grounded out to short. 2 down for the Papermakers. Fouls that one back, levels the count out at a ball and a strike. On deck for the Papermakers, looks like a pinch batter in Jaron Richardson. He'll be the batter. Next, if Lochner can get on. Lochner fouls that one off. Ball and 2 strikes. Hey, we'd like to recognize Nate Weiler, our trainer here today for Aspirus. Nice to have a trainer on site, ready to go. Hopefully we don't need him. Counts 2-2. And that pitch gets the strikeout, gets the K, retires the side for the Papermakers here in the top of inning number 5. Score remains Nekoosa 5, Pittsville 3.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Hey, for expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Their team of professionals uses the latest technology to ensure that your vehicle comes back to you looking like new. They provide free estimates and work with your insurance company to make things easy for you. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive on Marshfield South Side. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. For the Panthers, here in the bottom of the 5th, Brody Withers is the batter. Cash Osterman, the number 9 hitter's the batter here in the bottom of the 5th. Osterman drew a walk his first time up. That one catches the outside corner, makes it a ball and a strike. Little high, 2 balls and a strike on Osterman. Osterman's a junior for the Panthers. Pops that one out to left center. Left fielder camps under it. Makes the grab. 1 down for the Panthers. Takes him to the top of the order with the left-hander. Logan Zickert's going to be batting. The DH bounced out to the shortstop his first time up and reached on a fielder's choice on his second time at bat. Fouls off the first pitch. Down the third baseline, foul ball. Zickert's a senior for the Panthers. Nice look as that one's just a bit outside. Levels the count off at a ball and a strike. Zickert hits that one down third. It's going to be foul. Just about stayed fair. Third baseman made a nice hustling play to touch it in foul territory. Makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes on Zickert. Eli Anderson, the Papermaker pitcher, doing a nice job out there for the Papermakers. Coming in relief for Dylan Beering. Has a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter. Zickert hits a nice one. Past the second baseman. Out into right field. Base hit for Zickert. Makes him 1 for 3 on the day with that base hit. And brings Dawson Luther, the center fielder, up to bat. Luther grounded out to second his first time up. Flied out to left field his second. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Now up to bat with no outs and a runner on first. Zickert's taking a nice lead out there. First pitch a bit inside. Luther dances out of the way. 1 ball, no strikes. Anderson's keeping an eye on Zickert at first. Next pitch is also inside. Makes it 2 balls, no strikes. Zickert definitely has the pitcher's attention. Back, throw over there, he's safe. Luther steps in the box. 2 balls, no strikes on the batter. Inside for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes with 1 out here in the 5th for the Panthers. And that pitch is high. Luther's going to draw a walk. I tell you, here in the 5th, that's going to put the tying run on first base for the Panthers with 1 out. And Ben Friday, the shortstop, is now the batter. Friday flied out to first and grounded out to second. Little conference here on the mound. Hey, when buying or selling, Brock and Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or have them visit them on North Central Avenue at brockanddecker.com and on Facebook. That pitch was just a bit high. Very close for taking, but ball one on Friday. That one, though, catches the plate down the middle, levels out the count at a ball and a strike. Zickert out there on second's taking a pretty big lead. Shortstop's trying to keep him close. Pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Both runners taking nice leads for the Panthers. Pitch is down the middle. Friday makes a swing and just misses it. Levels out the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just a bit low. Good eye by Friday is going to load up the count. Full count on Ben Friday with runners on first and second and 1 out. Nice pitch. Friday fouls it off. Full count remains. Luther on first has good speed. Something in the gap, it wouldn't surprise me if he could score from first. Zickert on second, also good speed. Full count on the batter. Fouls off another one. Staying alive, hitting him right to the backstop. Pitcher tries to get it past him. Friday keeps making contact. Curveball pops it up. Ooh, and it drops. Friday gets new life. Ben comes back to bat. Full count remains. Big gap out there in right center. Pitcher steps off the mound. Runners move back. Friday is the number 3 hitter. Grant Radiman on deck, number 4 hitter. Nice pitch, gets it by him, strikes him out. 2 down. 2 outs for the Panthers. Runners still on first and second. And Grant Radiman, the number 4 hitter, sophomore, up to bat. Nice pitch there by Anderson. Catches the corner. Strike 1. Just a bit low, levels out the count. Radiman, though he's a sophomore, had been playing ball a long time. Pittsville's got a very good minor league system, a very good little league system. Been in place a long time. There it is, base hit. Gonna score 1, could score 2. Luther flying around third, he is gonna score. Ties it up. Grant Radiman with a 2-out double down the line. Scores 2 runs and ties up the game for the Panthers here in the 5th. Big hit. just over the third base bag. As soon as it got over the bag, it went into foul territory, made it even a farther run for the left fielder. And Darren Luther, the left fielder, is now the batter. Darren hits one down the line, just foul. That would have scored Radaman for sure if that would have landed fair, but foul ball. 1 strike on the batter. Pitch is outside, levels out the count. Luther today walked his first time up, flied out to shortstop his second time at bat. 0 for 1 on the day. And there it is, base hit to right field. Radaman's coming around third. Going to be a play at the plate. He slides in, he is safe. Just beats the throw. Base hit by Luther, scores the lead run for the Panthers here in the 5th. And Radaman chugs around third and just beats the throw at the plate. Brody Withers, the current pitcher, is now going to be the batter. 2 outs. Ball outside. Withers on the day is 0-2. Struck out his first time up. Pitcher to first, his second time at bat. And has a ball on him. Next pitch is also outside. 2 balls, no strikes for Withers. Jamison Krieger, the catcher, is on deck with 2 outs. Nice pitch down. Oh, a little low. Ball 3. 3-0 on Withers. And that is a high pitch. Gonna put runners on first and second. The Panthers here have had a big rally. They have scored 3 runs with 2 outs. And Jamison Krieger's now the batter. Jamison's 0 for 1 on the day. Walked his first time up. Made a nice line drive his second time out, but it was a good catch out there in left field. First pitch a little low, ball 1. Luther had thoughts of trying for third. Decided better. Inside pitch. 2 balls, no strikes on Krieger. Pitcher takes his time, throws that one right down the middle. Strike 1 on Krieger. 2 balls and a strike. Pitcher throws that one a little low. Catcher makes a nice block on that. Sawyer Ostrom, the catcher, nice job on stopping that one. Jamison hits that one just a bit foul down the left field line. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. The runners will both be getting a nice jump on this one. Eli Anderson on the mound, looking it down at the catcher. Runners are going. Fouls it off. Catcher couldn't quite hang on to it. Ball hits the ground. He gets new life. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runners trot back to the bags. Anderson throws it in past him, gets the strikeout. Retires the side there, but the Panthers here in the 5th come up with 3 runs on 3 hits. And they grab a 6-5 lead here after 5. The score is Panthers 6, Papermakers 5.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Okay, here we go into the 6th inning. The Panthers are bringing Ben Friday out to the mound. For your next stop, Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthic care throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Ben Friday is going to be pitching here for the Panthers. Bringing them in with the score 6-5. Means a little bit of moving for the Panthers on defense. The number 8 hitter, Justin Thieland, the right fielder, is going to be leading it off. That's what it is. The pinch hitters coming up. Number 7, Jaron Richardson for the Papermakers. The senior will be batting for the Panthers, for the Papermakers, taking the place of Justin Thielen, the right fielder. Jaron's a senior. And coming in to bat. And Ben Friday on the mound for the Papermakers. Friday's one of the top 3 pitchers for Pittsville. Throws that first one in for a strike. Second one also strike 2. Friday was the shortstop. They did a little bit of moving around. Nice pitch. Friday, 3 pitches, gets the out. 1 down here in the 6th. It's going to bring up the third baseman. Move to second. Matt Winters batting. Winters reached on an error his first time up to bat. Second time batting, he grounded out to the third baseman. 0 for 2 on the day. Pops that one up a mile high. Shortstop moves under it. Makes a nice grab. Good grab by the shortstop. 2 down. Sawyer Ostrom, the catcher, now batting. Sawyer, it's a high fly ball to left field. Left fielder's camped under it. Makes the grab for the third out. Hey, for the Papermakers here in the top of inning number 6. It was a 1-2-3 inning. And score remains after 5 1/2. Pittsville 6, Nekoosa 5.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on the journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Back in for the bottom of inning number 6. Papermakers have a little change on the mound. Owen Hugestiger, the shortstop, has moved in to do the pitching, with the Papermakers trailing 6-5. Here in the bottom of the inning for Pittsville, Corbin Lee will be leading it off for the Panthers. Will be followed by the number 9 hitter, Cash Osterman. And then the leadoff hitter, Logan Zickert, will be batting third. Hey, Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. Owen Hugestiger, a sophomore, throwing for the Papermakers now. And the freshman, Corbin Lee, will be batting for Pittsville. Lee was hit by a pitch his first time up to bat. Drove in a run with that being hit by a pitch. Second time up, he flied out to third base. And the first pitch from Hugestiger's a bit high, ball 1. That bounced it. Going to be a close play. Oh, he beats it out. Tough play. That's going to go down as a base hit for Corbin Lee. That ball had a little backspin on it. Fell between third, the pitcher, and the catcher. Just about perfect placement. And Corbin Lee beats it out for a base hit. Brings Cash Osterman up to bat. Osterman on the day is 0 for 1. Flied out to left field his last time up. Tries a sacrifice bunt. Little foul, strike 1. Lee at first had a nice break on that ball. He would have had second pretty easy. Taking a pretty big lead out there. Pitches outside. Dylan Beering came charging in from third. In case that ball was bunted, he probably had a good play at making it at force out at second if it would have stayed fair. That's an inside pitch. He fouls it off. 2 strikes on the batter. Osterman with 2 strikes probably will not be sacrificing now. Probably be hitting away. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Osterman. Pitcher drops the ball. That's going to go as a balk. That balk is going to move Corbin Lee over to second. No need for a sacrifice now. I'm sure the cold weather had a little bit to do with that. That pitch catches the outside corner. Retires Osterman. 1 down. Now with a runner on second, Logan Zickert's the batter. Zickert on the day is 1 for 3. Had a base hit his last time up. Pops that one down the third baseline, goes foul. Strike one to Zickert. Outside pitch, levels out the count at a ball and a strike. Lee out there at second's taking a nice lead. Base hit should score him. Zickert looks pretty relaxed at the plate. Fouls off another one. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Glad I didn't park my car where that one landed. Ball and 2 strikes to Zickert. Ooh, just a bit outside. Zickert showed good restraint on that one. That was a fastball that just missed the outside corner. 2-2 is the count. There it is, base hit up the middle, or over to second baseman's head into the gap. Zickert's going to truck that one out for a double. That is going to bring Lee in from second base. Insurance run for the Panthers here in the bottom of the 6th. Makes the score Pittsville 7, Papermakers 5, and brings Dawson Luther to the plate. Luther on the day is 0 for 2. Walked his last time up to bat and scored. First pitch is a strike on Luther. Zickert's taking a nice lead out there at second. No balls and a strike to Luther. Ball gets away from the catcher. Zickert's trying for third. He makes it in there. That pass ball gets Zickert into third with only 1 out. Anything hit by Luther should score a run unless it's an infield pop-up. Inside pitch makes it 2 balls and a strike. Ben Friday's on deck. Little high, 3 balls and a strike. The wind's picked up a little bit here at the Pittsville field. Didn't know it was possible, but it dropped a few more degrees. Pop out to the left field. The left fielder's under it. It's a short fly. Ball's caught. Here's the throw into the plate. Little off, and the run scores. Sacrifice fly by Luther scores the run from third for the Panthers. Another big insurance run. And with 2 outs, Ben Friday, who came in to pitch last inning, on for the Panthers. I'd be very surprised if he didn't come in to pitch the 7th as well. Threw a 1-2-3 inning. He only threw about 8 pitches last inning, so his arm's in good shape. Pittsville has so many games on their schedule, though. Yesterday's game got canceled. That was probably a good thing for them. Yeah, in 9 days' time, the Panthers will be playing 6 games. Takes a load on the pitchers. Nice pitch there, catches the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike on the left-handed hitter. Two down for the Panthers, base is empty. Pitch is outside, makes it a 3-1 count. Grant Radaman, the number 4 hitter, is on deck. If Friday can reach. Friday hits a high fly ball out to center. Center fielder gets under it, makes the catch. It's going to retire the side. However, here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Pittsville scores 2 big runs on 2 hits. Adds 2 runs onto their lead and now takes us into inning number 7.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Hey, here we are in the top of inning number 7 for the Panthers, holding on to an 8-5 lead over the Nekoosa Papermakers. John Russell here for the coach for the Papermakers. Going to be doing some changes, I do believe, here in the bottom of the inning. Ben Friday is still on the mound for the Panthers. And leading it off is Nash Kirchmar, the number 2 hitter for Nekoosa. The center fielder takes a strike on the first pitch. Kirchmeyer's 0 for 1 on the day with 2 walks. Fouls that one off. Friday gets ahead of him. No balls and 2 strikes here in the 7th. Kirchmeyer, the right-handed senior, in a little bit of a hole here in the 7th. Friday's looking it in, shakes off the first pitch. Little bit outside. Must have been a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kirchmeyer, good eye looking at that one. Friday's coming in now. Throws that one on a breaking ball, a little outside, levels out the count, 2-2. There it was, right down the middle. Nice pitch by Friday. Gets the out. 1 out here in the 7th. Going to bring up the shortstop, Owen Hugestiger. He was short starting the game. He moved up to pitcher eventually. Hugestiger on the day. 0 for 2 with a walk. Excuse me. 1 for 3 with a base hit in the 2nd. Hugestiger. The sophomore is the 3rd hitter in their lineup, number 3 batter. And ball 1 for him. Nice pitch there by Friday. Loves up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here in the top of inning number 7. Curve ball, a little outside, inside. 2 balls and a strike. Krieger gives a sign to Friday. Base hit to left field. Hugestiger lines that one over into left. That's going to put a Papermaker on first. Nice hit by Huggestigger. And Joe Bertling, who started the game. No, excuse me. We have a pinch batter here. Number 50. Oh no, Joe Bertling is the batter. My fault. Bertling fouls that one off. Bertling's the number 4 batter. Started the game as a pitcher. Started the game at first base, excuse me. Fouls that one off. No balls and a strike for Bertling. Runners going. Hit and run was on. Pop up to the pitcher. The runner at first makes it back. Had to hustle. That was a hit and run. Good thing it was a very high pop out. With 2 down, Dylan Beering's the batter. Excuse me, pinch hitter's up. Francisco Vega is the batter. Vega's a senior for the Papermakers. Number 5. Vega pops it out of play over the first base line. No balls and 2 strikes to Vega. Pinch hitter's in a rough spot here with a runner on first and 2 down, trailing 8-5. Pops that one out right behind us. Keeps the count. No balls and 2 strikes on Vega. Francisco's stepping in as a pinch hitter here in the top of inning number 7. Breaking ball just a little outside. Ball 1 on Vega. Huggestigger at first takes a pretty nice lead over there. There it was, strike 3. Throws it past him. Vega strikes out, and that ends the ball game, folks. Final score, Pittsville Panthers 8, Nekoosa Papermakers 5.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster.
Hey, great game today as the Pittsville Panthers pull out an 8-5 victory over Nekoosa Papermakers. Talking with Coach Justin Rayburn today, and Justin, who stepped up big for you today in today's game?
Well, I think, from the weekend we were a little pitching just because we had Thursday to Saturday. So, Corbin to be able to come for us, pitch. We had a few defensive mistakes behind him, but he threw strikes for the most part. So I was happy with him on the mound, and then bringing in Brody Withers there to throw. I think he only threw a couple times on JV last year, so it's been a while since he's pitched. So for those guys to come out on the mound and throw strikes for us was huge.
You had some big clutch hits there to grab the lead. Who really came through for you when you really needed those hits?
One thing that our bottom of the order does a nice job of is getting on base. They kind of embrace their role of getting on for the top of the order. Everybody knows, like Logan and Dawson and Ben and Grant and Darren and those guys, but sometimes when the bottom can set the table for them, it puts a little pressure on the pitcher, and then, the top of the order gets pitches that they like.
And looking ahead for the next week, how's it look for you in the upcoming games?
Good. Thursday we go to Rosholt for a pretty big conference game.
Rosholt's kind of a power normally, aren't they?
Yeah, Rosholt's always good. Last year we went over there, and they've got a lefty that's pretty good, a Lemanchik. We went over there last year, and they were beating us, I think, 7-4 going into the 7th, or 6-4, and we had to come back and win that one. So Rosholt's always a tough team. They're well coached. They're, there's a good baseball tradition over there.
Well, good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm in today to talk with the starting pitcher for today's game, freshman Corbin Lee. Corbin, did you ever start a varsity game before?
No, I haven't. This is one of the first few games that I have, and it went good for me.
It did go really well for you. How were the nerves as you started today's game?
No, I got nervous at the start, but, once the team kind of got together, it went good.
You did. You pitched a nice game, pitched a long time. Anything surprise you?
No, not really. I just had to get together and stay focused.
Well, thanks, Corbin. You did an awesome job and a great game and a nice win. Anything you have to say?
No, I think our team did good today. Being down at the start, and we all came back together.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, wrapping it up here at Pittsville Field with the Panthers pulling out an 8-5 victory over Nekoosa Papermakers. Corbin, you want to close it off for us?
My name is Corbin Lee. I'm in the house.
Thank you.